Hello, how's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good day and make it a great day. Um, I've tried to, well, first let me introduce myself. For those who may not know me, who may come across this video, um, my name's Milo Miller, and I'm the second. Um, also, um, I've been trying to make this video a few times, or more than a few times. Um, I need to kind of get it off my chest and make this open confession like type of thing, I guess, or not really confession, but the mask is a problem for me in more ways than um, y'all know, uh, more than I even know still. So I've been dealing with this for a while to where I was so stressed out. Um, I'm still stressed, but over the election crap, president this, president that, virus this, virus that, all the BS, um, that I've taken myself off of social media and doing things I love, like helping people, giving advice based on my life experience, off my life reading, self knowledge books, whatever. Um, Not that I am an expert in any of these things, but I feel that as a community, we need to have a small town concept in a way where we're helping others instead of always tearing each other down. And this is what not just the United States has come to, but the world in general. Um, they're just always tearing down each other, always finding a way to hurt someone or fire someone, or um, who's going to be the next CEO to get fired because he said something wrong. Those things bother me, because what we say may hurt someone, but they can be forgiven and we can move on. Sometimes what we say in a heat of passion or moment isn't always who we really are as a character. Um, so, other things that bother me with that being said, well, it's not other, but it's part of that basically, is things I can't change upset me. um, Things I know I can control um, sometimes still upset me because sometimes they don't go the way I thought they should. Um, so if you're seeing this video for the first time or seeing me for the first time and you don't know who I am, that's okay because I'm not a big popular guy. I'm not trying to be a big popular guy on whatever media there is or whatever. I'm making this video right now. It's March 6th of 2001. I mean, I wish. No, March 2021. So March 6, 2021. Let's make sure that's clear. It's right after the election where Trump lost, supposedly, and Biden supposedly won. And I will keep it that way and leave it there. Um, so the mask has unveiled some things with me, and I've been trying to spread the word about they don't work. My personal opinion. My personal opinion. So don't get in an argument. Don't get all heated and leave a bunch of hate, nasty stuff on here. Um, the size of the virus versus the type of mask that we're all wearing, even the N95s, how it filters or doesn't filter, is based what I've been focusing more on when I share it with people and I tell people, um, you know, because I don't like wearing the mask, and I'm pretty sure 3/4 of the nation doesn't like wearing the mask. Um, it bugs me in more ways than one. It really from the gut in and out. Oh, I don't know. trying to think of like what I would say to my therapist right now. So it just makes you hurt. It makes me feel pain. It makes me feel taped up. It makes me feel gagged. Makes me feel like something's being pushed down on my face and jaw and my mouth. Um, it's gives me like a dark image in my head, and I can't see past the darkness. So besides the feelings, I can't really like see why this is happening to me or why it's whatever it is. It's like some stupid scene from a movie, and I'm stuck in it, and yet I don't know the outcome, and I don't know where it's coming from. Um, so those things kind of get on my nerves. So even though I'm making this video today, March 6, 2021, I may or may not post it soon or not, because I'm not on social media at the moment. I'm not looking at it. I'm not on Facebook. Not on, well, I wasn't really on Instagram. My daughter is, and my other daughters are, but I don't even think Parler works anymore. I don't know. I haven't been on it since January. I haven't been on Twitter. The only Twitter thing I've seen is through a couple of my emails. I've read the email and then deleted it. Just yesterday, I got a TikTok thing that I usually just delete. And I'm not usually on TikTok a lot either, but my daughter is, so I try to watch her activity, because I try to be a responsible parent. So I watched a clip from there yesterday, but I don't know if you classify that from my computer as being on social media, because it's not on my phone. And I didn't do no searching or posting, just that one little thing. But yeah, so if you are experiencing any type of discomfort or anxiety like I am, or depression, I want to urge you to get help. It's okay to get help. Don't feel belittled or insignificant, or any inferior type of feelings, or less of a man if you're a guy. I didn't think when I first went last year, just for a few things, before this all started to be a bigger thing, it was going to turn out to be something I actually needed. I actually needed to talk to someone else outside my family, outside my wife. She already has her issues, being a bilateral amputee. So a lot of stress in the house. Think some of the things that come up for me, why I'm sharing this with you, is because I want others to know there is help that you can get, and you should. It's created a big problem at work, and my job is not really helping me, to be honest. Sorry if someone from work is seeing this, but honestly, you guys aren't helping. There's a few coworkers that are nice enough and helping me and talking to me, but my bosses and the superiors and HR and the ADA coordinator, it's just, they're making it more stressful and harder on me. They just won't comply to some standards that I've come to be okay with on what I wear, and what I'm wearing is actually better than what they've suggested, and other people are wearing the same or more less of a covering than I am asking to stay with, but yet they don't see it that way. And another confession about my employers is that my bosses walk around all day long with these people maskless, with no mask, and they walk side by side to them, less than 6 feet apart, eating at the same table, shoulder to shoulder, walking in other parts of the facility side by side. Do you know how that makes me feel, knowing that I have a mental issue that I didn't ask for, don't want, didn't care to have to deal with, until some caller called in. Really makes someone feel bad. Um, really makes you feel like you're not wanted or needed, and that they just don't care if they destroy your life or not. And they're not just destroying my life and income; they're destroying my family. They're destroying the income I put for food on the table, and I take care of my wife who's on disability. Um, so there's a lot on this table, and I think I do pretty good for the situation, but no one cares about that. Also, um, just just it ain't right. It ain't fair. Um, and it's not even equal. Um, and sometimes being fair is not going to be equal. Um, but to be equal is to be fair, right? So what's good for somebody else should be good for another person. Um, I don't know what else to say besides uh, it bothers me. The mask is an issue. The one I wear is okay for me now. I'm doing really well with it. I've improved a lot, leaps and bounds. And I'm not getting paid to say this. I'm going to put this plug in there that I'm reading Mel Robbins. Well, I've already read it 3 times, and actually it's on Audible, so listening to it, so I can listen to it all day while I'm at work driving. Um, it's Mel Robbins' 5 Second Rule. I think it's been probably one of the several best books I've read. Um, I've read a few other books. Can't remember the titles right now; they're skipping my brain. But these books are helpful, and I listen to different type of things. Oh, Ben Greenfield, his book Boundless. It's a big book. It's expensive, so it's on Audible. It's cheaper. Um, Loads of information in there for health and nutrition and fitness and just a lot of self well-being. Um, but Mel Robbins' book is more about your anxiety, how to deal with anxiety, how to deal with different stuff. And she went through a lot of anxiety and was on depression medicine for several years. I think she was on it for like a decade or something like that. So um, doing these things that are being self help is good, because to be self aware of your body, which I've always tried to do since I've lost my weight, which I started in 2010, 2011, where I lost 180 pounds. Um, I've learned how to listen more to my body, and I've been able to keep anxiety to bay until this point and moment of time with this mask and my wife's condition and just the COVID, just everything all just started building up all at once. Um, so it kind of just caved in after 5 years, and 5 years is a long time, I know. I know my wife's on a couple different depression medicines, but I don't want to see that route. The medicines I'm supposed to be on for my neck and back and stuff was interfering with my job when I was on the road traveling for a tour bus company. So it just wasn't feasible to do that job without being sleepy or groggy. And I was still in pain 50% of the time, and trading that 50% better for other issues like with my stomach and whatnot. The Celebrex was horrible. It gave me stomach cramps and pains. The gabapentin kept me sleepy all day. And you can only take it when you're not driving, basically. So it was hard to keep that up and actually get it to actually work and do anything. So I've been doing natural resources, a lot of different type of herbs and stuff um, that I've played around with and used. And I'm using St. John's wort now for depression, anxiety, and stuff, which is working. I'm doing, I think you say it, L-theanine, I think is how you say it. And then B12 I'm also using. I'm doing meditation. So the meditation helps. sometimes I get distracted, so I'm really starting to, like the few years ago, I kind of figured that maybe I have adult AD or ADD or something, because my one daughter does too. But I also wonder back to my learning disability when I was a kid, that maybe it was back then and they just didn't know. So being self-minded and aware, that kind of maybe, since I get distracted easy, that maybe, and I don't know. I can't remember things like word for word and like memory or verbatim, however you say it. Um, like my favorite song, even like I can't remember more than just like the chorus, maybe. So that gets on my nerves. So I wonder if that's part of like this mental block that I have, where I'm having all this blackness with the mask thing, and maybe that's also linked to why I don't remember things as well, or if it's just part of another chemical imbalance in the brain. My one daughter, let me tell you, she gets the words in her mind, actually two of them, for real. They can sing it without the music. It's like, how do you do that? And when you watch like American Idol and stuff, and these people sing these things without this stuff behind them, they learn all these notes and songs and words, all that. It's like, how do you do that? So I guess I shouldn't let that bother me, but I wonder if that's part of that as well. So, by the way, this is a raw video. I don't know how long it is right now. It's probably longer than I thought it was going to be. And it's going to probably be unedited, unclipped, and just straight through. I don't want anything to look fishy or whatever. I don't know. So anyway, that's a little bit about what I've been doing the last few months, since January 14th, I think, was the last time I was on any social media. And I posted I probably wouldn't be on for a while, and I know some of you probably like, oh yeah, he'll be back in a couple days, a week, or whatever. And since I took it off my phone also, I haven't really had the desire to, and I've been trying to just cleanse myself a little bit and try and stay, because I gotta take care of the family and stuff, and do all that, and I've done Ash. I'm not Catholic, but I've done the Ash Wednesday, and I'm going to fast. I am fasting for Lent, so I haven't had meat. I've totally decided giving up meat spiritually for growing through all this crap I'm going through, and a little hernia thing I got going on until we figure out what that is, because they can't see me until whenever. Actually, it's supposed to be having a test on the 15th. So that's kind of helped that little situation somewhat. I still feel the pressure and stuff in my stomach, but and I think another reason why I've had trouble with and the stress that's piled down on me is so I was talking. Who was I talking to? Was it my counselor? I can't remember who, but I think I've been going through the motions, not the emotions, like with dealing with my wife becoming a bilateral amputee. So, you gotta, I've always said you gotta push through and get on to the next day, and you gotta look forward, you gotta move forward. Can't look in the rearview mirror, you can't, you gotta just, life is not gonna stop for you. So we just got to keep rolling somehow, and I think that's kind of basically what I've done. I haven't really dealt with emotions. Like, I've accepted where we are. I've accepted what's happened, and I'm going through that like I should, and like the right person, the right attitude, the right mindset to do so. But I gotta quit saying I haven't really dealt with the emotional side of actually that happening, you know, stereotype gotta be a man, I guess. I don't know. Um, so yeah, uh, I will continue to work on myself to get back to maybe not necessarily the old Milo because I don't want to go backwards, um, but the old Milo with a refresh, new start, and being a new Milo way, um, and growing in knowledge because we all need to grow each day, or we all need to learn something each day, or we're not growing. Basically, we're just being stagnant in the life that we are in. And just because we're not happy with the life that we have or the lifestyle we're in or whatever, we still have the power to choose who we are. We still have the power to choose our actions and decisions and reactions. And by not reacting is also a action in itself. Um, so yeah. Uh, so today is March 6th, 2021. My name is Milo Miller II, and I'm letting you guys know that I think I'll be okay. Um, and if you need help, please reach out to somebody. And if you are worried about going to a professional psychiatrist like I am, or you have a friend somewhere, call him or her. Um, I got a couple buddies I've been talking to and trying to deal with this whole thing because the two places where I think this might stem from, um, one is still, I don't even know, but if it's linked, it's could be, I don't know. I don't know if it could be a relative or not. I just know that there's been history in the family, but I ain't worried about that really anymore. Haven't heard any of it for like 20 years since. Of course, I'm 45 now, so. The other thing that it may stem from, um, that also happened in the late 90s. So if it's part of that, um, that person's no longer with us. Um, so I don't even know how to deal with that. And I may not even have closure. So as I'm reading on like little mind tricks on finding how to stop these type of memories or whatever, um, there's things to do like finding the triggers, finding what brings these things up. So I know the mask is a trigger. But I can't get rid of the mask because our governor won't let me. My job won't let me. So I gotta be able to provide for my family. So I gotta keep it. So I gotta push forward and do what I've been doing. So yeah, I don't know. Where was I going with that? See, there's one of those moments I lose track of where I was going. So yeah. So yeah, if you see this, and this is a little long, if you watched it to the end, God bless you, and let Him empower you with what you need and the skills you need. And Lord, so listen. I'm not a religious person. I'm more of a believer in the higher power, a believer in the Word. I follow religion to keep me on track, but ultimately it's about a higher power. So I pray, Lord, please help us all that have issues like this or struggles. Lord, I ask that you'll give us vision and light into the situation, Lord, and that you'll help us out. Lord, I ask that you bring peace and joy back into the nation, into our household, into the person's life that's watching my video that I've chose to openly share if and when I do put it back out there on the social media. Lord, I thank you for everything that's in my life right now. And I also thank you for everything that's not in my life right now. And even though I may not think I'm where I should be today or like where I'm at today, I thank you anyways, Lord, because ultimately it's about accepting who we are, where we are, in the time and place that we are. And it's more about not who we've been, or what we've been, or where we've gone, or where we are in the moment, but where can we possibly go? What can we be? Because tomorrow's unwritten for us that we can know of. Only you know that. You only know our future, and we have free will, free choice to control our own actions and the things that are within our means to control. Lord, help us to have wisdom to know the difference between the things that we can control and the things that we cannot control, and the wisdom to push forward on those. So that, Lord, I thank you for my life, for this opportunity to share this, and for the individual on the other side watching, whatever it may help them with, that we can all relate in some way, shape, or form in this world, no matter what our background is, no matter where we come from, no matter who we are, what sex we are, that we should be here to help each other and unite as a human being, human race for humanity. In the name of the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost, I thank you, Lord. Amen. Have a good day, everybody. Go out there and make it a good day. God bless you.